Hey everyone, we're out of the kitchen and into the dining room now, where we're going to look at that same glass brick that we saw in an earlier video. But this time, we're going to shine light through it and watch it come out and observe what happens under a couple of different circumstances. To help us see this a little bit better, we're going to put a background behind it here and a ceiling up here and we'll be able to track the dot of the laser pointer as it exits and strikes one of these surfaces. I'm going to dim the lights just a little bit to make it a little bit easier to see our laser pointer. We've got our green laser pointer once again, and I'm going to shine it from underneath the brick, and we can see it traveling right through, seeing some light reflecting off of imperfections in the plastic brick. And we can also see up here that certainly it comes out through the top of the brick, as we can observe from the dot that's visible on the ceiling. Now, you might be wondering, is there something about the green laser pointer? So let's try it with a violet laser pointer and see if we get a similar effect. To my eye, I don't see anything significantly different between those two instances with the violet or the green laser pointer. We'll learn later on that there might be a tiny difference, one that we certainly can't measure with this crude little system that we're working with, but it looks like the violet's a little bit easier to see, so I'm going to use that one for the rest of our demonstration. Now, I'm going to now shine the violet laser pointer from the side instead of from underneath, and I hope we can see it goes right through. And if I just direct my camera a little bit, we can see the dot where it comes out. So really nothing all too new there. The light moves through the brick, and as we saw, it's redirected slightly. You can see if you look at the direction that I'm pointing the laser pointer and the direction of the path of the beam, I hope we can see that they're significantly different. And I'll make it a little darker so it's easier for us to see that. There we go. See the way the laser pointer is pointed at about 45 degrees above the horizontal, while the beam seems more like 30 degrees above the horizontal. And in a future lesson, we'll be able to see exactly what all of that means. But there's something else really important to look at here. As we saw earlier, a beam coming from underneath is visible up here on the ceiling. A beam coming from the side is visible on the far wall. There we go. But what about one that's coming at a large angle from the side? And I'm going to switch to green, mostly because my violet is running out of juice right now. And when I direct that green beam, once again, we can see that it hits the far wall, comes all the way through, but this is interesting. It's not hitting that far wall anymore. Now it is. Turn the beam up a little bit greater, and now it's not hitting the far wall at all. Well, let's focus on what's happening inside the brick. We can see that the beam is reflecting off the top surface of the brick, and it's actually not